Alright, some ominous sounds there. But anyway, everyone, Locust Storm here. Welcome back to Yugioh Master Duel. Today we're going to not do that. Today we're going to, once the menu works, resume our run-through of the World Legacy. So, last time we did the first chapter of the World Legacy Saga. We're going to move on to the second chapter this time. Alright, so again, this is another longer scenario, so this is probably going to be all we do for... Well, actually, there's no tutorials, it's just duels. Huh. Interesting. Gift of the Martyr. It was held captive. The stolen ritual one was sealed inside the core of a Mekk-Knight blue sky, its power source. She had been captured forcibly, but up to this point the Mekk-Knights hadn't laid a hand on her. It was deep in thought. The Great Darkness is using the Crawlers to threaten humankind. What if humankind's perception of the Mekk-Knights had been wrong all along? Meanwhile, Aram and the party arrived at the base of the Mekk-Knights after their long quest to rescue Ib. Ruins of a forgotten civilization lay before them. The husks of decayed buildings long buried by crustal movements barely broke the ancient Earth's surface. Among them, artificial lifeforms lay untouched in pristine condition. There lay the activated World Legacy World Shield, shone brightly, and the World Legacy known as the World Lance rose sharply out of the earth. Even with the power of the World Chalice, it was a fool's errand to challenge the Mekk-Knights. Following these words, Aram and the group decided on a sneak attack on the World Shield. Before the party, a knight appeared, then another, then another. Previously, they wouldn't have stood a chance, but now it was different. They had to rescue Ib. Their determination made them fight with blood-curdling ferocity. Sensing danger, the Mekk-Knights transformed into a united form, the Mekk-Knight Spectrum Supreme. Okay. So now the battle goes to us. Okay, this is still done with a loner deck, so... Mekk-Knights have many monsters with high attack. If it is played first, it's recommended to destroy multiple monsters at once with Raigeki, or stop their link summon with Solemn Strike. If you're going first, be careful about your placements so the number of cards in the column doesn't exceed 2. Okay, that's good to know. I don't know anything about Mekk-Knights other than the fact that they're a link strategy. That's all I know. Okay, so who's first? He's first. And he did nothing. Okay, that's weird. Okay, so let's see. So what do you do? Spell Strider. If this card is in your hand, target 2 face-up spell cards on the field, 1 from each side. Banish them and special summon this. Okay. Well, I don't even have any spell cards, so that's going to be difficult. And what's my extra deck look like? Extra deck is, so I have Imduck. So I can do some link climbing. I have Aram. I have Ningirsu, and that's it. Okay. So I think... Let me... And then this card would be great to have on the field, but I don't have an easy way to get it on the field. If this normal summon card leaves the field, special summon 2 World Chalice monsters from your deck. Well, that's great. Except I can't have to normal summon you first and you're level 5. During the main phase. Okay. So I think our best bet here... Summon Arum, or chosen by the World Chalice. Anyway. And then that lets me summon Ningirsu. That lets me summon the Link Arum. I can special summon a World Chalice monster. Big-handed. Yes, actually. This is how I'm gonna get... This is how I'm gonna get you on the field. Okay, now we battle phase. Okay. Got a hit there. And Solemn Strike down. Okay, so none of our cards... So we don't have any columns with more than 2 cards in them. Apparently that will help us somehow. And if he tries to summon from the extra deck, I'll stop it with this. And our opponent isn't doing anything. Okay, I would have loved to have this last turn, but that's okay. I guess I'll just... Let's put you over here. And battle. And that's really all I can do. Now, are you gonna do nothing again, or... What exactly? No, you're doing stuff. Hang on, what do you do? Neck Knight, Purple, Nightfall. The 2 of our cards are in the same column. Oh, he put up... He set a card face down, so then there would be 2 cards in a column. 2 more cards are in the same column, spell summon this card from your hand, and he is stronger than all my cards. You can only special summon Mech Knight, Purple Nightfall once per turn this way. Do I want to Solemn Strike you, or do I want to wait? I think I'll do it now. Great, he summons another one. Well. Great. Unexpected I can't... Okay, let's banish this and add a World Chalice card to my hand. Trying to think of what I can do. Because the thing is that I can summon Ningirsu. No, I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to change battle phase. I can summon my Link 3 here, but he's weaker than that guy. So, like, that's not even going to accomplish anything. And none of these cards have removal, which is kind of frustrating. I have to, like, depend on my opponents to... No, I don't want to change that. Okay. I think we might just have to throw. Because there's literally nothing I can do. I can't do anything. Yeah, okay. Okay, there go all my monsters now. No, I don't want to do that. Unless I, like, draw a Raigeki real soon, I can't win. Yeah, okay. I think we gotta retry this. This is not working. And I drew a worse hand than before. Great, I can't even summon anything from the extra deck. This is just it. Well, let's set 2 face downs and end my turn. Now last turn you gave me 3 turns, then you still owned me. That's not gonna help. A psychic type monster? Oh no, there's still 2 cards in the same zone. No. Okay, well, you gave me some mercy with that. Okay, I'm putting you over here. No, I'm gonna Solemn Strike the Link 3 he's about to summon. Yeah, now I'm gonna Solemn Strike. Okay, so he's taking up 3 columns with his cards. I cannot use those 3 columns. Okay, so I will summon Ningirsu over here. And then I will activate this equip spell over here. Attack! Alright, and that's gonna be my whole turn. That's gonna be it. At least I have a chance to beat over whatever monster he summons. Okay, he doesn't do anything. Good. Okay, Harpy's Feather Duster. Perfect. Get rid of all those cards you're using. And now, get some damage off. Okay, we just gotta hope he doesn't pull off any crazy moves next turn. If we can survive next turn, we're good. Unexpected die. Again, would have been useful earlier. And this is it. Okay, we won. Cleared with the loner deck. And now we have 3 scenarios to watch. Arum and friends battled the Mech Knight Spectrum Supreme, the culmination of the Mech Knight's power with all their might. As the tide turned in the battle, Ningirsu gathered his strength and put his all into one decisive strike of his spear. However, his attack was parried by the Mech Knight Spectrum Supreme, opening a large hole in the wall. The already fragile ruins couldn't withstand the impact and began to collapse. Before the dust settled, so as not to be noticed by the Mech Knight Spectrum Supreme, Ningirsu directed a subtle glance toward Lee. Noticing his glance, Lee nodded slightly and slipped from the battlefield. She signaled her intentions to infiltrate the base alone and rescue Ib. Lee flew feverishly before finally arriving at Ib. Ib breathed a sigh of relief when she saw Lee there unharmed, but her relief was short-lived as she learned that the others were battling the Mech Knights. Maybe it was they who were wrong to battle the Mech Knights. To know the truth, she had to stop the battle immediately. As Ib uttered those words, Lee, who stood in front of her, slowly turned around. Upon their first meeting, Lee had greeted Ib with the warm smile of a fairy, but her smile had transformed, now blackened and hideous. Terrified, Ib sought to scream, but her consciousness was consumed by deep darkness before she could utter a noise. Oh, Lee's evil. Oh, World Legacy World Armor. Okay. So what's the next chapter? Arm and the others continued to battle. All of a sudden, an explosion occurred inside the facility. Immediately, Arm felt as if the World Chalice awakened again, though the feeling was now greatly intensified. Everyone on the battlefield stopped fighting, transfixed at that moment. Just then, a figure appeared. She was standing on a mountain of the debris before them. It was the visage of Ib, unmistakable from head to toe. But her face betrayed something sinister. Her eyes glowed mysteriously, and an evil aura emanated from her body. The sign suggested that the figure before them was not the Ib they knew. Her laughter was nothing like that of Ib. She now spoke to the confused group. I am Lee. This body is now mine. Sweet Ib was no longer here. The feminine resonance of her voice was now poisoned with the booming dissonance. Arm and the others glared at her with confusion and anger. Meeting their gaze, Nightmare Corruptor Ibli emitted a force field. The force field now forcibly absorbed the power of the World Chalice within Arm and the others, and now it threatened to take their lives. However, it would be the Mech Knight Spectrum Supreme whom they'd been fighting to the death just moments before who would rescue them. Throwing itself at them, the power of Ibli was so great it caused the form of the Mech Knight Spectrum Supreme to become unjoined. Separated into 7, the Mech Knights were severely damaged. Then Ibli, with the familiar hand, proceeded to extract the cores from each of the Mech Knights one by one. It was now clear that there was grave danger in Ibli possessing both the power of Ib as well as that of the Ritual Wand. Seeking to prevent this, the Mech Knight Blue Sky sought to transfer control of the wand to someone other than Ib. Showing considerable growth in power, Arum was the one chosen as the wand's successor. Ibli's power created a shockwave that launched Arum to the edge of the cliff. The Mech Knight Blue Sky stretched out its arm to help him. Wordlessly, their gaze met. Arum sensed his heart that the knight was trying to convey something when a dazzling light shone suddenly. In the next moment, Arum adorned in new armor, not of the World Chalice, and holding a sword in each hand stood at the edge of the cliff, as Mech Knight Evram, successor to the Ritual Wand. Okay. And what happened next? Once owned by Ib, the Ritual Wand was passed down through the generations of the village on the Forest of the Stars. It was the key to the fate of the stars and held the power to unlock the World Legacies. In a split-second decision, Arum had been chosen to succeed the wand, not by the wand's controller Ib, but by the Mech Knights. Then the succession of the key was split in two, just like its pair sword was. Knowing Ib rested inside of her still possessed the key's power, Ibli set off to gain possession of the World Lance before Arum could reach it. Arum chased after her, determined to stop her. However, in his path stood the Nightmare Beasts, born from the power contained in the cores that Ibli stole from the Mech Knights. Arum, having just received his new powers, had to contend with the formidable strength of the 6 nightmare beasts. Now Ningirsu, who'd rushed to Arum's side along with Imduk, said to him, "We'll hold them back. You go ahead." His voice was quiet but resolute. Having lost the power of the World Chalice, Ningirsu knew he would be powerless to stop Ibli even if he could catch her. Without waiting for Arum's reply, Ningirsu leaped out facing the beast, spear in hand. Though nearly powerless, Ningirsu still deftly handled his spear as if possessed. As Nightmare Mermaid was crushed, the beasts all turned their heads towards the spear wielder in unison. He must have wanted to pursue his little sister more than anybody else. Arum took off to pursue Ibli and the World Lance, with the determination of Ningirsu as the wind in his sails. Left alone, Ningirsu continued to fight by himself, his roars echoing throughout the battlefield. I imagine Ningirsu loses in the end. Okay, time for another duel. If you block the movement of high-level monsters with high attack in the grave of the super ancient organism, your opponent will aim to play Nightmare Link monsters with powerful effects. If you fight while dealing with the Link summons and effects of the nightmares, the attack of the Nightmare Link monster itself are not so high, so you should be able to fight well in the battle. Nightmares are meta. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so what do we have here? Magical Hound. It's a tuner. I have no extra deck. Okay. This card is in your hand to graveyard. Target a space spell tribe controls. Return it to the hand, then special summon this. You can only do this once per duel. Okay, so that's kind of a hand trap. Okay. I guess this is the best we can do. Uh-oh. And what do you do? Uh-oh. Nightmare Mermaid. And now we get to special summon. Now Ibli gets summoned to my field, I think. And then you summoned another one to your field. Weird. Oh, and I lost my equip spell because you summoned a monster there. Cerberus destroys a special summon. Okay, never mind. We're getting rid of him. Oh, Nightmare Unicorn. And there goes my card. Is this even winnable? No, I don't. Why can't I activate your... Hang on. You cannot special summon monsters except Link monsters. So that's why I can't use your effect. But this says I could activate this, but how? I don't have an extra deck. I don't even have the basic World Legacy cards to use stuff with. Okay, I think we gotta restart. There's nothing I can do. Okay, my hand's even worse than the last one. Monster? Great, I can't summon it. At least I don't think I can. If two of my cards are in the same column... Okay, so I can make this work. Well, first let's Okay, I have 2 field spells. All Mech Knights gain 300 attack and defense. That's not super great. Guess I'll have to go with this because I have a Mech Knight. Okay, so now, if I set this here, I can special... Oh yes, I want to special summon. Oh, it has to be here. Okay. Okay, well I can add 1 to my hand. Okay. Let's summon him. Okay, now we battle. Please don't have Mirror Force. Okay, you have something useless. Great. Okay. Okay, well this is super useless, and this could be helpful. I guess I'll just set this just in case. Alright, please give me mercy, AI. Pretty please. I guess we're not getting that. Wait, you have Mech Knights too? Really? Not yet. Mirror Force. No. Okay, I think we're good. Thank God for ancient trap cards. Unexpected die at the most useless time again. No, 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 no. No. I just want to win. Boo! Victory. Okay, we did it. Alright, these duels are 4 stars for a reason. Let's see what happens now. Arum rushed to the base of the World Lance, but it was too late. By the time he arrived, Ibli had already finished activating the World Lance. With the newfound power of the World Lance, Ibli launched an aggressive assault on Arum. With such destructive force that each blow struck the earth, Arum faced the attacks alone. In the face of those attacks, Arum now lay wounded on the ground. Ibli moved to pick up Arum's discarded sword, now swinging it over and over as if to check its weight. Then Ibli moved in closer to inflict the final blow on Arum. Arum couldn't move his upper body, let alone stand up. Just as Ibli raised the sword to strike, a small shadow emerged from Arum's cloak. The young dragon Imduk summoned his otherworldly power between the young boy and girl, determined to help his companions in their time of crisis with whatever he could muster. The power suppressed the evil that dwelled in Ib, if only for a moment. By suppressing Wee's evil spirit, the spirit of Ib that had resided in the depths have now awakened. Arum lay on the ground powerless, Imduk was exhausted of his powers and unable to move, and Ib was now holding a sword in her hand. Realizing her situation, she made a decision. Only she could put an end to Wee's evil desires. Her hand that held the sword now tensed with strength. Lee realized Ib's intentions and tried to resist, but Ib's awakened spirit overcame her. She sees a flashback of her childhood friend desperately calling in her direction. The young girl drew short, rapid breaths, points the blade toward herself, and... When Nigursu arrived at the scene, he saw his childhood friend holding the limp body of his sister in his arms, repeatedly calling her name. At the cruel end of this surreal scene, the older brother could do nothing but stand there stunned and speechless. That's sad. But hey, gate clear. Found a new card pack. No, thank you. Alright. New gate options are available, yep. So now, Secret of the Planet is now unlocked. Looks like we got Crusadia versus Orcust. Orcust is a bit intimidating, to say the least. But that's okay, though. We are going to deal with that next time. So, hope you're all having a good day, everyone. We're getting our way through here. But for now, Locust Storm signing out.